Yes, hi friends. In previous session, we are already discussing about binary search trees, right? What is binary search tree and what are the operations on binary search trees, right? So today we are discussing one more tree concept, that is heap trees, right? So in this concept, we are mainly concentrating on what is the definition for heap sort, then what are the different types of heap sorts, then construction, how to construct heap sorts, then operations on heap sorts, right? So generally two types of operations are mainly performed: insertion and deletion, right? So we are discussing one by one. So what is the definition for heap sort? First of all, we are discussing what is the definition of heap sort. So here heap trees. So here I am writing the definition for heap trees. So heap tree is one type of complete binary tree. One type of complete binary tree. It can be divided into two types of heap trees, right? So it is one type of complete binary tree. Complete binary tree, and it can be categorized into two types. One is max heap tree. Second one is mean heap tree. Max heap tree, mean heap tree. Right? So heap tree, it is one type of complete binary tree, and it can be categorized into two types: max heap tree, mean heap tree. So we know very well about what is complete binary tree. So it is one type of binary tree, right? Which contains each and every node contains at most two children at all levels except the last level. But last level filled from leftmost nodes, right? So that is the definition for complete binary tree. So in complete binary tree, each and every node must have at most two children except the last level, but last level is filled from as left as possible, right? So that is the definition for complete binary tree. Those properties are also satisfied by the heap trees, right? In addition to that, it can be categorized into two types of trees: max heap tree, mean heap tree, right? So what is max heap tree and what is mean heap tree, right? So what is max heap tree? So it is also a complete binary tree. Complete binary tree. Root node is always greater value than his children's. Right? So this is the definition for max heap tree. So max heap tree is one type of complete binary tree, and in the tree, root node is always greater values than his children's, right? So what is mean heap tree? It is also one type of complete binary tree. Root node is always less value than his children's. Right? So this is the definition for mean heap tree. Right? So mean heap tree is a complete binary tree. Root node is always less value when compared to his children's. Right? So this is about max heap tree and mean heap tree. And one more thing, all the complete binary trees are not a heap trees. So once the complete tree becomes heap tree, it should satisfy either max heap tree property or mean heap tree property. Then only we can say that the tree is a heap tree, right? So we are discussing how to construct max heap tree. How to construct a max heap tree. So based on that max heap tree construction, we are also construct the min heap tree. So what is the difference? Root node is always greater than children's. That is said to be max heap tree. Here root node is always less value when compared to his children's. That tree is said to be min heap tree, right? So here how to construct max heap trees. Construction of max heap trees. So what is the property for max heap trees? Root node is always greater than to his children's, and it is complete binary tree, right? So here I am taking one example. So construct the max heap tree for the following array elements. For the following array elements. So here I am taking one array 6, 2, 7, 1, 0, 5, 8. So this is our array A. So for this array, I am constructing max heap tree. So array name is A. Array name is A, right? So here I am constructing max heap tree for this array. First of all, what is the tree representation for this array? 6. So index starts from 0. So in binary tree representation, so left child is placed at 2i plus 1. So 2i plus 1 means 2 into I is nothing but parent position. 2 into 0 plus 1. So that is 1. So first at first position we are placing 2. Then 2 into I plus 2. That is 7. So for similarly, this is the parent node for these children. So 1, 2. 1, 0, 5, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? So this is the binary tree representation for this array. Now let us check this is complete binary tree or not. This is complete binary tree. Why? Because all the levels should have must have two children, as well as last level also contains complete children, right? So here this is a complete binary tree, but it is not a heap tree. Why? Because so here once a complete binary tree is said to be heap tree, it should satisfy max heap tree properties or min heap tree properties. So here what is max heap tree property? Root node is always greater than to his children. So what are the children for 6? 2, 7. So here 7 is greater value when compared to his parent, right? So that's why this is not a max heap tree, right? So what is our aim here? I want to convert this complete binary tree into a max heap tree, right? So here first of all I am constructing, what is the first node? For this array I am constructing max heap tree. So what is the first node? 6. So here tree is empty. So that's why first element is said to be root node, right? So this is root. So in step 2 we are inserting one more element. So 0 is nothing but index, right? So in second step I am inserting one more node, that is 2i plus 1 position. 2 into 0 plus 1, that is first position. At first position I am placing 2. Then check the property of max heap tree for this tree. Root node is always greater than to his children. So here 6 is greater than 2. So that here property has been satisfied. So that's why this is max heap tree, right? Now in step 3 we are inserting one more node, that is 6, 2. So right position is already filled, so that's why left position is already filled. Right position, what is the value? 2i plus 2. 2 into 0 plus 2, right? So here second position we are inserting one more node, that is 7, second position. So here now this here check this tree satisfies the maxi tree property or not. What is the maxi tree property? Root node is always greater than to his children, but here children is greater value when compared to root. So that's why here we are apply swapping procedure in between these two elements. Now tree becomes 7, 2, 6, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. Now to check this tree satisfies the maxi tree property or not, right? So this tree satisfies the maxi tree property. Why? Because root node is always greater than to his children. So that's why we are inserting one more node into this tree, right? So in step 4, we are inserting one more node. So what is the next node? So 6 to 7 is already inserted. Then we are inserting 1. 7, 2, 6, 0, 1, 2. So for this tree, at which position we are inserting? 2i plus 2. So that is 2 into 1 plus 2. That is 2 into 1 plus 1, left position, 3. So at third position, we are inserting 1. In complete binary tree, first of all, we can fill left nodes, then only we can fill the right nodes, right? So here 2, 1. So this is index 3. Now check this tree satisfies the maxi tree property or not. So here this is the children node for this root node. This is less value when compared to root node, as well as this value is also compared to main root. This is less value when compared to root, right? So that's why this tree satisfies the maxi tree property, right? Then we are inserting one more node, that is 0. In step 5, we are inserting one more node. What is the node? 0. 7, 2, 6, 0, 1, 2. This is 1, 3, 0. Next position is this one, as left as possible, right? So here left is completed, then that's why we are inserting right position. So that is 0. This is the fourth position. Now to check this tree satisfies the maxi tree property or not. So here root node is greater than to his children's, right? So that's why this tree satisfies the maxi tree property. Then we are inserting one more node into the tree, right? So in step 5, in step 6 we are inserting one more node. What is the node? 5, right? So here tree becomes 7, 2, 6, 1, 0, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fine. So here now check this tree satisfies the maxi tree property or not, right? So here root node is always greater than to his children's. So that's why this tree satisfies the maxi tree property, right? There is no need to apply the swapping procedure, right? So what is the next step? In step 7, I am inserting one more node. What is the node? 8. So here tree becomes 7, 2, 6, 1, 0, 5. Next inserted node is 8. Now to check whether the tree satisfies the maxi tree property or not. What is the maxi tree property? Root node is always greater than to his children's, right? So here what is the root node for these two children's? 6. So here 5 is less than to his parent, but 8 is greater than to his parent, right? So that's why we are applying swapping procedure in between these two. Now tree becomes 7, 2, 8, 1, 0, 5, 6. Again we are check this tree satisfies the max heap tree property or not. So what are the children nodes for 7? 2, 8. So 8 is greater than 7 root node. So that's why we are applying swapping procedure in between these two nodes. Now the tree becomes 8, 2, 7, 1, 0, 5, 6. Now again to check whether the tree satisfies the max heap tree property or not. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the indexes, right? So here this tree satisfies the all max heap tree properties. Root node is always greater than to his children, right? So for this subtree, what is the root node? 7. 7 is greater than to his children. For this subtree, what is the root node? 2. So 2 is greater than to his children. So that's why this tree is said to be max heap tree, right? For this array, what is the max heap tree? 8, 2, 7, 1, 0, 5, 6. This is the array representation. Max heap tree array representation. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Similarly, mean heap tree. What is the property of mean heap tree? Oh, root node is always less than when compared to his children, right? So once greater element found in the root node, we can apply swapping procedure in between parent to children, right? Similar procedure, but that is reverse procedure of max heap tree, right? This is about how to construct a max heap tree for a given array, right? So based on this example, I am writing the algorithm for construction of max heap tree for given array, right? So here I am writing the algorithm. So first of all, here iteration procedures are applied, right? So for that purpose, I am writing one loop for I is equal to n by 2 minus 1, I greater than or equal to 0, I minus minus. So this is our loop. So in this loop, I am calling one function that is max heap tree. So here I am creating one user defined function. That function is called max heap tree. Max heap tree along with a comma n comma I parameters. A comma n comma I parameters. Once this condition becomes true, we can call this function. So this function actual procedure is defined in function definition, right? So this is the loop, right? So once this condition becomes true, then we can call the max heap tree. Then the control will be passed to function definition for max heap tree, right? So here I am writing the function definition for max heap tree. So max heap tree along with int a comma int n comma int I. So first of all, here int we can take one variable large I. So that is set to be I value comma left. So left position is placed into 2I plus 1, right? So 2 into I plus 1. 2 into I plus 1. Then what is the right position? Right is equal to 2 into I plus 2. 2 into I plus 2, right? So here, so after set all the values, then we are checking one condition. If left less than n, if left less than n, logical end of left greater than of large. Of left greater than of large. Then we can set large is equal to left. large is equal to left. Otherwise, we are checking one more condition. Right less than n, right less than n, logical end of right greater than of large. Of large. So both are true, then we can set large is equal to right. We are checking one more condition. If large not equal to I, large not equal to I, we are swapping of I comma of large, of I comma of large. Again we are calling same function, maxi tree along with a comma n comma large. So once we can call this function, large is copied into I. Now I value becomes large, right? So here I am closing this one and also finally closes this one, right? So this is the logic for construction of maxi tree, right? So in previously I am taking one example. What is the example? 6, 2, 7, 1, 0, 5, 8. So for this tree, I am constructing maxi tree right now. Normal array. So here once we can convert the normal array into tree representation. Now tree becomes like this, right? So for this tree I am constructing a maxi tree, right? So here first of all we are checking the condition I is equal to n by 2 minus 1. So for this n value is number of elements in the array. So what is the array I am taking? 6, 2, 7, 1, 0, 5, 8 na? Right. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number of elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So n value becomes 7. Right? Right. So here I am tracing this example with the help of this code. Right? So here initially I is equal to n by 2 minus 1. So I is equal to n by 2 minus 1 means 7 by 2 minus 1, which is equivalent to 3.5. So floor of 3.5.